Oh, here we go. Round two is officially underway on this Monday. Are y'all ready to go? What is going on, everybody? Lindy Endzone in the building for the touchdown, taking the lead for the Eagles one video at a time and dropping a bucket for my Dallas Mavericks. You already know the deal. If y'all are new and like the diversity of fandom that I bring to the table, Eagles fan liking a Dallas team, who knew? But yeah, y'all, if you like the diversity of fandom that I bring, let me know down in the comments how I'm doing. Obviously, I'd love to have you a part of the End Zone fam, and all you got to do to achieve that is hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell so y'all know when I drop my flavor of content, and leave me a like. Really helps with the algorithm of YouTube to get my content out there to everybody. And for a prime example, I did not expect this to blow up the way it did over the course of you know about a week's time. I did a way early season performance prediction for Jalen Hurts. We are totaled at the moment at 391 views. Uh, I'm blown away right now because that is a record for my channel at the moment in views for one piece of content. Uh, I, I'm literally speechless right now talking about it. I mean, I'm closing in on 400 views for one video in only about a week's time. And I mean, that's just that goes to how important likes are for content creators. Videos and anything that they put on their channel. Uh, because I'm at 28 likes. I'm at 28. Um, I think that's also a likes record for me for a piece of my content. But somebody had to dislike it. Yeah, somebody actually disliked the video, and you know I know that my opinions aren't going to please everybody. And yeah, again, at the end of the day, it's an opinion. Yours may differ, but this is just me. For somebody to dislike my video and then not even drop a comment to dispute my opinion, I take that as cowardly. So, that's not. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think it's cowardly. I mean, come on, it does. It's not hard to drop a comment. Like I tell you guys all the time, I would love to conversate with you guys in the comments. Get your thoughts out to me. I get my thoughts to you. Extended thoughts that I didn't put in a piece of content. But no, yeah, this is unbelievable. Almost 400 views on one video is just substantial for my channel and helping it grow. To get it to more pairs of eyes, it's unbelievable. Shout out to you guys, man. It's great. So with the success of that video, I might as well go into round two. We're gonna try and tackle our guy Booby here, Miles Sanders. We're gonna try and tackle some early season performance predictions for him. I don't know. Miles Sanders is a bit different. Jalen Hurts was a little simpler just due to the sole fact that and it sounds like an oxymoron because Miles Sanders has only played 4 games. Or Jalen Hurts, excuse me. Jalen Hurts has only played 4 games. And I know it sounds a bit of an oxymoron, but there's more intrigue. There's more intrigue to the mystery when you think about what Jalen Hurts can do with a stable offense around him. A football team that has a lot more stability this time. And not only does that benefit him, but that benefits his teammates. And in this case, for this video, it benefits the running back. Miles Sanders going into his third year. his rookie season, he had some growing pains. Um, you know, he had some growing pains. There was a couple of fumbles there. Um, I think it makes it even worse going into 2020 that he actually had more fumbles last year than he did his rookie year. Last year he had 4 fumbles. It's unacceptable. But the exchange from his rookie season to his second season in year 2, the poor play of the previous quarterback that was here, that's in Indianapolis, his poor play, it created a domino effect on some of these guys, and it just really continued to go into a downward spiral. It affected Miles, where there was an imbalance there. The passing game was severely affected by the poor quarterback play. Like these are not good numbers, y'all. I'm just gonna throw it out there. His catch percentage went down about 25%. You can't have that. It's unacceptable if you're a receiving back, like almost a do-it-all type of running back. And I say almost because Miles Sanders still has some pass protection to work on. I think that would make him more of a complete back. We already know that he can run between the tackles pretty well. He can cut to the outside pretty well. He can burn you when he gets the chance. He doesn't have that complete breakaway speed. He has been caught a couple of times before, but he does have some home run plays. With those long touchdowns. He had a 82-yarder last year. I believe it was against the Saints in Jalen Hurts' first start. He had that 82-yarder for a touchdown. But, like I said, the quarterback last year before Jalen Hurts got in, Miles really suffered, at the hands of, he who must not be mentioned to this day. We don't want to go back to that again. But, it was bad. I mean, like I said, his catch percentage went down. His yards per game almost got cut in half. His targets were only 9 fewer, but he only caught 28 of them as opposed to 50 in his rookie year. Miles in his rookie year was utilized very evenly, as far as a balance. He had 1,327 total scrimmage yards. He totaled 6 touchdowns, 3 rushing, 3 receiving. Last year he had 6 rushing to 0 receiving. It's so messed up that his numbers are all over the place. So when I went into the prediction, it was really tough to analyze a little bit. Obviously, there's a lot of determining factors that are going to mix in with, from the quarterback's perspective, and one of the biggest ones is obviously the offensive line. How healthy is the offensive line going to be? What kind of offensive lines are we, what kind of rotations are we going to see out there? Between Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders, those factors are, they're one and the same. And the other thing I had to take into consideration here, even though he's got 28 now, he only has 28 out of 32 eligible games that he's played. He started in 22 of them. So, yeah, he's been dinged over the past couple of seasons. For us to spend a second round pick on him and really invest in him at as the number 1 feature, he's got to be a little bit healthier. So when I continue to go into my predictions here, I did also consider the amount of games that I think Miles is going to play. So, and now, hold your breath, because I know this is going to be a bit of a negative, so hold your breath, y'all. I don't think Miles Sanders is going to play the whole season, just based on his track record up to this day. But I do think he's going to play about 14 games. So 14 out of 17 eligible. It's not terrible. It has him missing 3. I mean, I would love to say that he would play 17 games. I would love to say that, but, his injury history says otherwise. between, ankle irritations and hamstring problems. Yeah, they're not good signs. So I'm going to say that Miles will play about 14 games out of the eligible 17. I say he will start all 14 games. His rookie year, he only started 11 of 16. Last year, he started 11 out of 12. So I'm going to say he starts all 14 games that I predict him to play in. I have his rushing yards. He averaged last year. He was actually a better rusher than he was his rookie season. Crazy to say, right? When he was underutilized to begin with. He averaged about 72 yards a game. You'll take that as opposed to his rookie season where he only had 51. So being that we took the amount of games that he started in 2020, which is 11, I'm saying that he's going to start in 14. So I took that average across those 3 games, which totaled me at about just under 1,100 rushing yards. I think we'll take that. At the moment, it's possible that Miles Sanders can rush for about 1,100 yards in 14 games. I think that's fair. Considering his first 2 years so far, and how he maintains his health. So we'll say with the exact calculation I got to was 1,084 rushing. For his receiving, we're going to want something mirrored to 2019 on how he performed. So 2019, his rookie season was more balanced than it was in 2020. Obviously, we know the reason why by now. So I took the average from 2019 instead of 2020 because I don't believe that he's going to repeat last year's struggles again, which turned out to be he averaged about 32 receiving yards a game. So I took that over the course of 3 more games, added on from 11 to 14, which totaled me at 605 receiving yards. So I know in some like Discords and chats and everything, I've been saying up to this point before I made the video that I was guessing Miles Sanders in a good season will have about 16 to 1,700 all-purpose yards. I think he's perfectly capable of doing that. Again, there's a lot of determining factors that are going to go into it, as well as the quarterback play. The quarterback and running back share, the same factors in that regard. The running back relies on a healthy offensive line to stay consistent, so he can survey the field a lot more consistently and know which holes to take based on the gap. So I have him totaled to just under 1,700 all-purpose yards. It puts him at about 1,689. I'm going to say this year he'll have about 10 total touchdowns. I'm going to say he'll have. I think he's going to match last year's rushing total at 6. And then if he's utilized correctly in the receiving game, again, there's determining factors there. And with the addition of Kenny Gainwell, we don't know how many we don't know the amount of snaps that he's going to have, between Kenny Gainwell and Kerryon Johnson, Jordan Howard. This is why I'm saying it's a little difficult right now because it's so early in the process. We don't know what the final 53 is. We don't know what the final 53 is going to turn out to be. So I have Miles Sanders at 10 total touchdowns. I'm playing it safe again. I'm not going to go overboard with my predictions, although you would argue that these are Pro Bowl caliber numbers. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say in year 3, Miles Sanders can sure have a Pro Bowl type of season. Judging off of my predictions, I think that'll be enough to get him a Pro Bowl selection. So we're going to say about 1,700 all-purpose yards. That leaves him at 1,689, 1,084 rushing, about 605 receiving, and 10 total touchdowns. I'm thinking 6 rushing touchdowns and 4 receiving touchdowns. So there you go, guys. Those are my way early predictions for our guy, Run Booby Run, Miles Sanders, our running back for the Philadelphia Eagles, our number 1 that we're hoping is going to be our ultimate number one back. Even though we got a bit of a committee going on, Miles has to play for that contract, just like Dallas Goedert very well is this season. So those are my predictions, y'all. I know it took a lot. I know it took a lot in this video to spit them out because my Jalen Hurts one was shorter than this. My Jalen Hurts one was only about 9.5 minutes. This carried me to about 16, so I apologize for that. I had extra things that I wanted to get out of my way, but there y'all go. Let me know down in the comments on what you think of these predictions specifically for our guy Miles Sanders. Actually, let me know in the comments instead of leaving a dislike and not disputing my opinion. But no, for real though, that video response was just way, it way exceeded my expectations. But I appreciate you guys for sticking to the end of the video here. Thank you very much. My channel has blown up yet again. We are at 143 subscribers. We're just keep going. Almost halfway there to 200. Unbelievable. So with that, I'm going to get out of here, guys. You already know the deal. I've been Lindy Endzone. Y'all know by now. Fly Eagles Fly, bleed green. Mavs fans, MFFL. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care of yourselves. See you.